So I'm just going to take you through a little bit about Queensland Health. So I'm from Torrens and Cape Hospital and Health Service. So within Queensland Health itself, we have 16 hospital and health services across the whole of the state. For yourselves, you'll all know Cairns and Hinterland. You've got Cairns Hospital, Innisfail Hospital, Atherton Hospital, and my area is Torrens and Cape. So we stretch from Cooktown right up to Thursday Island and all the islands in between us and Papua New Guinea. Okay. So that's us, but I'm going to talk about Queensland Health in general and all the opportunities that we have to offer. Just looking at the opportunities within Torrens and Cape and Cairns and Hinterland, we've got Cairns and Hinterland have got 5 hospitals. So you've got Cairns, Atherton, Innisfail, Mareeba, a couple of others, can't remember. We've also Torrens and Cape, we've got 4. So Cooktown, Weipa, Bamagat and Thursday Island. So we've all got, they're small, but we've got hospitals on all of those facilities. Plus there are 40 plus, I actually think it's going to like 60 plus community or primary healthcare centres around our region as well. So these are in little tiny areas. So we've got one in Kawanyama, Pomparau, Lockhart, and then within Cairns and Hinterland, they've got some in Ravenshoe, Herberton, and these tiny little centres that are run by 1 or 2 staff that help with all the health needs in those local areas as well. So Queensland health needs are increasing. So currently the patient demand has increased by 17.3% since 2019. So that's quite a huge increase across the state. It's actually predicted we're going to have 45,000 additional staff working within the system by 2032. And our hospital activity, I think, is going to increase by about 4.9% per annum every 7 years. Okay, so over the 7 years. And that's due to population growth, ageing patients, and patients' complexities as well. So obviously, if our health needs are increasing, so are our need for staff and people to work in the health industry. So currently, the workforce, or in 2023, was 105,429 positions across Queensland Health, and it's projected to increase to 151,333. Don't know if that's precisely, it might be 34. This is an increase of 30.3%, so that's huge. And it's not just the metros. We think of our big hospitals, the big Princess Alexandra, the Royal Brisbane. It's actually a big increase in our areas as well. So in our rural and remote areas, which is Torrens and Cape, we are rural and remote, we're increasing, and all the other health services increasing by about 20%. And regionally, so such as Cairns and things, there's an increase of about 27%. So it's really getting big. Now, careers in health. So everyone, you've all probably seen or been to Cairns Hospital. So just for an example, in Cairns Hospital, we have administration staff, allied health staff, health workers, medical staff, nursing and midwifery staff. Within each of those, there's a heap of different pathways. So in our administration area, you can be a general admin person, receptionist, a travel officer, a project officer, human resource officer. There are a whole heap of industry areas there. Within our administration area, you can generally get in with just experience, but sometimes you can also do your vet pathways, the certificates, and we do have some staff that come with a university background. I'm an example of that, and I'm in the L&D area, the learning development area. We have allied health, which have physios, speech pathologists, occupational therapists, and that whole list, and I've probably missed a few too. That one's, it can get in via a vet pathway initially, but then it will end up as a university pathway after that. Our health workers are our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander staff, and they work with our clinicians and things with our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander patients, and they also work in all those different areas as well. We've also got our medical area, so obviously our doctors, our rural medical officers. We've got general practitioners, you've got your specialists, your surgeons, and then there's a whole heap of specialities within each of those areas as well. And obviously with those, it's a university pathway. The final area I've got here is nursing and midwifery. Again, this is a vet or a university pathway. So TAFE here, you can do your registered nurse. And then we've also got James Cook University where you can become a full nurse as well. And even in those areas, you've got midwives, ward nurses, ICU nurses, school nurses, emergency nurses. It's just insane the amount of pathways and different things you can do. So we think that's it, but actually it's not. There's a whole heap more. We've got our operational area, which are our drivers, gardeners, cleaners, because every single facility needs those support staff. And again, that's an experience and sometimes certificate pathway. Oral health, so orthodontists, so braces, our dentists, our dental assistants, hygienists, a whole new group, again, a vet pathway or university. We've got other professions, so paramedics, accountants, IT specialists, human resource, lawyers, project management, communication. All of these professions are currently sitting within Cairns Hospital. And also my Torrens and Cape, all of our hospitals and all the various areas around as well. And then the final one is our trades as well. So electricians and carpenters, we have all of those as well. So within health, the number of jobs and pathways are quite amazing. And it is an interesting, challenging, but rewarding roles in most of our areas. So just to give a quick info on some of the career pathways we've got, a lot of health services offer work experience to kids in years 10 to 12. So they can come and do a week's work experience in a nursing area, or, they're looking at doing an allied health, and or they might do 1 day a week. So we can organise those sorts of things. We also support vocational placements, so people doing their certificates, they come in and do some of their hours with us. And we've got a school-based traineeship program that's happening for our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander students that we're happening across Cairns and Hinterland and Torres and Cape and every other health service. And finally, we've got cadetships and clinical placements we do for our university students. And then after university, we have quite a few graduate positions as well available. All right, just to finish off. So if any of you are interested in, or you, as parents, your kids are interested in doing a career in health, this is a really useful website. So it's Choose Your Own Health Career. Just pop it into Google and this will pop up. But it's got all the information about the career pathways. It's got patient journeys. It's got personal stories. It's got contacts and information. But it's a really, really good site just to have a look at and see where the pathways are and where you need to go. So thank you.